Okay, let's jump right into this explainer and tackle what is easily the single most overwhelming problem businesses are facing today. We are literally drowning in an absolute ocean of information. Every single click, every sale, every shipment, it all generates data. And the sheer volume of it is leaving most organizations completely paralyzed by data overload. You know exactly what I'm talking about, that dreaded, soul-crushing spreadsheet chaos. But today, we're going to break down the overarching framework that actually solves this. We'll do a deep dive detailing why Microsoft Power BI has emerged as the absolute powerhouse tool and exactly why its impact is so massive.
To really wrap our heads around the scale of this problem, get this. Market research estimates that by 2024, the world will have created a staggering 149 zettabytes of data. To put that into perspective, if each gigabyte were a brick, 149 zettabytes would build enough Great Walls of China to reach the moon and back. It's wild. It is a scale so massive that traditional reporting methods just completely shatter under the weight. Businesses are sitting on absolute gold mines of data, but without the right tools, it's just a chaotic liability.
Now, you might think this is a totally modern issue, but we've actually been trying to solve this for decades. Way back in 1958, IBM researcher Hans-Peter Loon defined business intelligence as information that is relevant and useful for management decision-making. The core goal hasn't changed at all, but the urgency, it has absolutely never been greater. And the good news is, the technology to finally make Loon's vision a reality is right here.
Section 1. The Business Intelligence Advantage. So, how do we pull ourselves out of this data deluge? Well, we need a robust business intelligence framework.
Modern BI basically takes an organization through three incredibly crucial phases. First up, you have descriptive analytics. This is your foundation. It tells you what is currently happening. Think of a real-time dashboard tracking your best-performing products this month. But BI doesn't stop there. It evolves into predictive analytics, where it uses historical data and machine learning to actually forecast what's going to happen next. And finally, the absolute pinnacle is prescriptive analytics. This is where the system recommends the optimal actions you should take based on those forecasts. It totally shifts a business from just reacting to things to proactively charting its future.
A complete BI approach really stands on four core pillars. First is data collection and integration, which means pulling everything from your CRM to your accounting software into one single place. Then, reporting and visualization to actually make sense of it all. Next up is performance management, where you're benchmarking against your goals. And finally, predictive analytics, to look ahead. When these four pillars work together, they transform raw, scattered numbers into incredibly clear, strategic assets.
Section 2. The ROI of BI. Let's talk about the financial impact. Why does this actually matter to the bottom line, and how does implementing this framework save time and make money?
The absolute key here is connection. A proper BI solution comes in and just replaces those disjointed legacy systems, connecting all those disparate nodes of information. It completely wipes out those isolated data silos where, the marketing team has one set of numbers and finance has a completely different set. By establishing what we call a single version of the truth across the network, you strip away massive amounts of manual labor and endless arguments over whose spreadsheet is right. It just creates absolute clarity. And the financial impact of that clarity is undeniable. A Forbes Insight survey of executives showed that enterprise data analytics directly drives some incredible improvements. We're talking 62% reporting improved agility, meaning they can adapt to market shifts way faster. 47% saw a direct increase in sales and revenue, and 44% reported improved customer loyalty. Just imagine applying a 62% agility boost to your own team. When you base your decisions on trusted data instead of just a gut feeling, the entire organization levels up. Section 3. Why Power BI excels. Now let's transition to the ultimate application of this solution and spotlight the absolute star player in the space right now, Microsoft Power BI. Before we rattle off its specific features, we really need to understand the core of its power, which is data visualization. Basically, this is the process of presenting complex data in visual forms. Power BI acts as the perfect visual translator. It takes those millions of rows of raw, headache-inducing data and turns them into interactive charts and maps where trends, patterns, and anomalies just leap right off the screen. It allows our human brains to instantly understand exactly what the machines are calculating. Power BI is so dominant because it packs an unbelievable arsenal of tools that democratizes this whole process. It effortlessly crunches both structured data, like your clean Excel tables, and messy, unstructured data. It's got built-in AI for anomaly detection and forecasting, but honestly, the most amazing part might be its natural language querying. It is a total game changer.
You can literally type a question in plain English, like, what were my top-selling products in Europe last quarter, and it instantly builds a chart to answer you. You don't need to be a programmer to get deep insights anymore. It also completely shatters physical barriers. Because it supports real-time cloud access, you are totally empowered to make decisions on the fly. Whether you're a manager walking the logistics floor or an executive pulling up a mobile dashboard from an airport lounge, the data moves exactly at the speed of your business.
Section 4. The self-service data culture. But here's the thing. Implementing a tool like Power BI is really only half the battle. The true magic happens when you use the tech to spark a massive cultural shift and democratize decision-making across the whole company.
Just think about the stark contrast with how things used to be. Traditional BI was a total IT bottleneck. If a manager needed a report, they put in a ticket and wait 2 weeks. And by then, the insight was about as useful as yesterday's weather forecast. But self-service BI, using intuitive tools like Power BI, completely flips the script. It democratizes access. The end users, the actual people making the day-to-day business decisions, can drive their own analysis and take real-time action without waiting in some endless IT queue.
To actually pull this off and succeed with self-service BI, businesses have to go way beyond just installing software. First, you've got to consolidate high-quality data, because bad data in means bad insights out. Second, you need proactive change management to get your team entirely on board. Third, you have to foster organizational data literacy so your folks actually know how to read these new dashboards. And finally, use process intelligence to activate those insights into automated workflows. Don't just find a bottleneck, automate the system to fix it. This is how you transform insights from just being actionable to actually being actioned. As we look ahead to a future of incredible human and AI collaboration in the data space, I want to leave you with this thought. Take a hard look at your own organization and ask yourself, is your data currently a chaotic deluge that's just slowing you down? Or have you implemented the tools and the culture to make it the engine driving your next great decision? Harnessing your own intelligence is, without a doubt, the ultimate competitive advantage. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and I really encourage you to start visualizing your own data today.